Ever wondered how the day unfolds for one of the world's most enigmatic leaders? In the secluded nation of North Korea, the daily routine of Supreme Leader Kim Jong-un has long been a topic of curiosity and speculation. From the lavish meals that cost more than what many North Koreans earn in a year to the extravagant evenings that seem like something out of a fairy tale, the luxurious lifestyle of Kim Jong-un stands in stark contrast to the lives of his citizens. Let's dive into the opulent and mysterious day in the life of Kim Jong-un. In the world of luxury and excess, few can match the legendary indulgences of North Korea's supreme leader, Kim Jong-un. From his reported weight gain of 50 kilograms, ballooning from 90 kilograms in 2013 to an astounding 140 kilograms today, it's clear that his dietary habits are anything but ordinary. Standing at just 170 centimeters tall, Kim's body mass index of 48.4 places him well into the category of morbid obesity, far beyond the healthy range of 18.5 to 24.9. But what exactly fuels this extravagant lifestyle? Imagine waking up as the personal chef to one of the most enigmatic leaders on the planet. Your day begins not with a simple trip to the local market, but with a global quest for the finest ingredients. The menu is a gourmet's dream: Swiss emmental cheese, French foie gras, Japanese bluefin tuna, and, of course, Russian caviar. These delicacies, which would normally traverse continents to reach your kitchen, are daily staples on Kim's table. One of his favorite dishes, Kobe beef, can cost upwards of $668 per kilogram, known for its distinctive marbling and melt-in-your-mouth texture. Yet, for Kim, it's not a once-a-week treat but a daily requirement, cooked to a perfect medium rare to preserve its succulence. But the story doesn't end there. Despite his penchant for haute cuisine, Kim also has a surprising affinity for fast food, particularly McDonald's Big Macs. This love affair with Western fast food is a legacy passed down from his father, Kim Jong-il. After indulging in luxurious foie gras and Wagyu beef, a freshly air-freighted McDonald's Big Mac serves as the perfect palate cleanser. The reason for the air freight? Simple: North Korea doesn't have any McDonald's outlets, making each burger a rare and cherished delicacy. However, Kim's lavish dining isn't merely about personal enjoyment, it's a strategic display of power and control. In a country where resources are scarce, access to such premium ingredients is a privilege reserved for the elite few. By hosting grand banquets and showcasing these rare delicacies to his inner circle, Kim reinforces his absolute authority. It's a modern twist on the age-old adage that the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. For Kim, the table is more than just a place to eat. It's a stage where he performs a complex dance of governance, status, and self-indulgence. When it comes to the opulent lifestyle of North Korea's supreme leader, Kim Jong-un, his extravagant meals are just the tip of the iceberg. But what about his beverages? A cup of Brazilian coffee might be a standard morning pick-me-up for most people, but for Kim, it represents a different level of luxury. According to reports, in 2016 alone, Kim imported Brazilian coffee worth a staggering $920,000, with some beans priced at hundreds of dollars per pound. To put that into perspective, the coffee on his breakfast table could easily be equivalent to the annual income of an average North Korean family. Meanwhile, ordinary North Koreans struggle with food shortages, relying on state rations to survive. Of course, Brazilian coffee is just the appetizer on Kim's drink menu. The main event often takes place during his evening feasts, where champagne and red wine take center stage. One of his favorite champagnes is the prestigious Cristal, a brand originally created for Russian Tsars in the 19th century and once awarded a perfect 100 by Wine and Spirits magazine. Kim reportedly downs at least 2 bottles per meal, each costing around $219. And if champagne isn't enough, he has a particular fondness for French Bordeaux wines, boasting that he can finish 10 bottles in a single night. This unbridled indulgence in luxury beverages seems to serve as a testament to his absolute control over material desires, tinged with a hint of unapologetic arrogance. But Kim's aspirations don't stop at mere consumption. He has a vision of cultivating similar luxuries right in North Korea. In December 2019, he had a sudden idea to promote grape cultivation and winemaking in the country. While this might seem ambitious in a resource-scarce nation, Kim's approach was characteristically unconventional. Instead of focusing on traditional winemaking, North Korean officials began touting a health tonic called Kaesong Korean ginseng wine, claiming it could prevent hangovers, boost health, and even extend life. This elixir, supposedly developed by top North Korean scientists, was tailored for Kim and the North Korean elite, becoming a coveted wellness product among the privileged class. However, In the context of North Korea's dire healthcare situation, where many citizens lack basic medical care, the promotion of this miracle drink appears almost comically ironic. Kim's beverage choices extend far beyond personal indulgence. There are rumors that in 2013, during a drunken banquet, he made the fateful decision to execute his uncle, Jang Song-fake. While this story remains unverified, it highlights the dangerous combination of power and alcohol. When the fate of a nation rests in the hands of someone under the influence, the consequences can be catastrophic. Imagine if, in a moment of inebriation, Kim were to authorize the launch of a nuclear missile. The world could face unimaginable consequences. This unsettling possibility underscores how Kim's drinking habits not only affect his personal health but also the safety and security of North Korea and the entire globe. Each morning, as the people of North Korea wake to the melodic strains of "Where Are You, Dear General?", the streets of Pyongyang seem to hum with a collective adoration for their great leader. Meanwhile, in the opulent confines of his Ryongsan residence, Kim Jong-un begins his day in a manner that defies predictability. Unlike most world leaders, who adhere to strict schedules and regimented routines, Kim's days are a tapestry of endless possibilities. His wake-up time is as unpredictable as his nighttime activities, often extending well into the afternoon due to the late-night revelries that are part of his lifestyle. Interestingly, North Korean state media paints a glowing picture of Kim's daily routine, portraying him as a tireless worker who barely has time to eat or rest. According to their accounts, Kim starts his day early by attending military conferences, then heads to construction sites for inspections in the afternoon. Later, he might catch a mass gymnastics performance, followed by a visit to the Central News Agency. His day often ends in the dead of night, back in his office, poring over documents until the early hours of the morning. This relentless schedule is depicted as a perpetual motion machine, never pausing for a moment's rest. Among the myriad descriptions, one of the most absurd comes from North Korean media's penchant for miracle news. In 2015, they boasted that Kim ascended Mount Pektu, a revered mountain in North Korea, in the bitter cold of -20°C, wearing nothing but ordinary leather shoes. Not only did he climb the mountain effortlessly, but he also managed to smile and pose for photos at the snowy summit. The narrative goes further, claiming that the snow and wind ceased immediately upon his arrival, giving way to clear skies. Such fantastical claims beg the question: how did Kim manage to climb a treacherous mountain in extreme conditions with such minimal footwear? Even more amusingly, North Korean propaganda has gone so far as to claim that Kim does not need to use the restroom because he can completely absorb all nutrients from his food, leaving no waste. This peculiar angle of praise is indeed unique. However, such supernatural deification is not accidental. The Kim dynasty's mythology is deeply ingrained in North Korea's educational system. Textbooks recount tales of Kim's father, Kim Jong-il, shooting down American satellites with stones, and his grandfather, Kim Il-sung, bringing down U.S. aircraft with a rifle. Even more outlandish are the stories that Kim learned to shoot at the age of 3 and could fire over 10 shots in 3 seconds with pinpoint accuracy by the age of 9. These narratives blur the lines between reality and fantasy, making one wonder if Kim is a world leader or a superhero from a comic book. When it comes to Kim Jong-un's style, every detail from his hairstyle to his attire is a carefully crafted symbol of his rule. Understanding Kim's aesthetic requires starting from the top, literally. His signature back-combed, side-shaved hairstyle, often humorously dubbed an anti-gravity trapezoid head, is more than just a personal statement. It's a nod to family tradition and a display of his unique authority. This distinctive look has not only become a trend within North Korea but has also garnered international attention. Online tutorials abound, guiding those curious enough through the 4-step process: shaving above the ears, trimming the sides with a razor, cutting the top to about 4 centimeters, and finally, styling it back with hair wax. It's a simple yet meticulously designed look that anyone can try to replicate. Beyond his hairstyle, Kim's fashion choices have also captured the public eye. In 2019, he appeared in public wearing a leather coat, sparking a leather jacket craze across North Korea. Imitators saw the coat as a symbol of loyalty, but as the trend grew, so did the authorities concerned. Fashion police began confiscating replica leather jackets from citizens on the streets, citing the imitation of the leader's style as a challenge to supreme authority. From then on, the leather coat became a symbol of privilege, reserved for Kim's inner circle, high-ranking officials, and a select few closely tied to his family. Through a simple piece of clothing, Kim not only controlled a fashion trend but also reinforced his symbolic power. Interestingly, during times of political tension or social instability, subtle changes in Kim's attire often reflect his strategic communication. For instance, he frequently dons the Mao suit at significant events, a choice that seems designed to evoke nostalgia for the eras of Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il, thereby strengthening his emotional connection with the people. Just as his sharply defined hairstyle, Kim's outward appearance is a meticulously sculpted symbol of power. He constantly reminds everyone that he is not just the leader of North Korea but an unshakable authority figure. When it comes to Kim Jong-un's interests, they mirror the contradictions of the country he rules. On one hand, he fervently promotes self-reliance and the defense of national independence. On the other, he is deeply enamored with Western culture, particularly its films and entertainment industry. Despite North Korea's strict restrictions and limitations on foreign culture, especially Hollywood movies, Kim is a passionate fan of Western cinema. He has a particular fondness for the James Bond series and is a devoted viewer of superhero films. In his private theater, Kim often screens these banned Hollywood blockbusters for himself and his high-ranking officials. Beyond his love for movies, Kim's interests extend to luxurious vacations around the globe. He has been known to ski in the Alps and bask in the sun on the French Riviera. There are even reports that he once wandered around Disneyland Paris, sporting Mickey Mouse ears. Such indulgences stand in stark contrast to North Korea's image of isolation. However, in recent years, Kim has shown a softer stance toward foreign culture. In 2018, he made a groundbreaking move by inviting K-pop stars from South Korea to perform in Pyongyang, breaking long-standing taboos against popular culture. Even more surprising was the performance at the National Theater, which featured Disney characters like Mickey Mouse and Winnie the Pooh. Although Disney Corporation denied authorizing the use of these characters, the show demonstrated a more flexible attitude toward global culture under Kim's leadership. In essence, Kim's lifestyle is a tapestry of modernity and tradition, of isolation and openness. It caters to his personal tastes while adding a layer of mystery and complexity to his leadership. For most people, owning cats and dogs is a common hobby, but for North Korea's leader, Kim Jong-un, his pets serve as a political tool, showcasing his unique aesthetic and reinforcing his image as a leader. In 2024, Russian President Vladimir Putin gifted Kim 24 Orloff trotters, including 19 stallions and 5 mares. This isn't the first time the two leaders have engaged in pet diplomacy. In 2022, Putin sent 30 horses to Kim, symbolizing the robust, comprehensive partnership between the two countries. The Orloff trotter, once a favorite among Russian nobility, is renowned for its speed and endurance, with prices ranging from $1,000 to $150,000, depending on its bloodline. Kim's passion for equestrian activities is well known. He has famously stated that a commander must know how to ride a horse, and he has been photographed multiple times galloping on Orloff trotters at the sacred Mount Pictou. These images, widely disseminated both domestically and internationally, are designed to convey his strength and authority as a leader. To satisfy his love for horseback riding, Kim personally oversaw the construction of the Pyongyang Miram Riding Club. Spanning 627,000 square meters, the club boasts state-of-the-art facilities, including indoor and outdoor tracks, a veterinary hospital, and a stud farm, making it one of the most luxurious entertainment venues in North Korea. Reports suggest that locals pay around 100,000 North Korean won per hour to ride, equivalent to about $1,000. Consequently, the riding club has become a playground for North Korea's wealthy elite and political insiders. Some analysts even speculate that the club may be involved in underground gambling, allowing Kim to earn foreign currency. Beyond horses, Kim's attitude toward pet dogs is equally noteworthy. In 2018, he gifted a pair of Pungsan dogs to South Korean President Moon Jae-in, symbolizing the improving relations between North and South Korea. However, North Korea's relationship with pets has not always been harmonious. During the 1990s, as North Korea's affluent class emerged, pet dogs became increasingly popular. At the time, foreign exchange stores in Pyongyang even sold Maltese and Shih Tzu dogs for up to 500,000 won, roughly $3,700. But in 2020, Kim abruptly banned pet ownership in Pyongyang, labeling dogs as symbols of capitalist culture that needed to be eradicated. Many families had their pets forcibly confiscated, with some being sent to zoos and others rumored to end up as food. This ban sparked strong resentment among some of Pyongyang's wealthy residents, who accused Kim of being heartless and pointed out that dogs have feelings, but Kim does not. In the context of food shortages in North Korea, Some analysts interpret this measure as a desperate move by the Kim regime to address economic pressures. Just like North Korea itself, the world of luxury and control in the realm of pets presents a picture full of contradictions. Kim's pet kingdom is not only a reflection of his lavish personal life but also reveals how he uses these subtle symbols to consolidate his power and maintain control over the populace. As the first rays of morning sunlight illuminate Kim Jong-un's private basketball court, a secret training session quietly unfolds. Kim's fascination with basketball began in his childhood, with tales suggesting he would even sleep hugging a basketball. His classmates recall that while his skills were not top-tier, he possessed a remarkable burst of energy and undeniable leadership, often leading his team to turn the tide in crucial moments. This passion for basketball only intensified during his time studying in Switzerland. Joao Mikilo, a former classmate, remembers that Kim spent about 80% of his time on the basketball court, and his room was filled with NBA memorabilia, particularly items from the Chicago Bulls. Born in the 1980s, Kim was deeply influenced by basketball legend Michael Jordan, even spending hours sketching detailed pencil portraits of his idol. In many ways, this was a form of cultural idolization, a pursuit of American icons. Beyond the court and idol worship, Kim's love for basketball has fostered an unexpected international friendship. Former Chicago Bulls player Dennis Rodman has visited Pyongyang multiple times, even participating in private celebrations hosted by Kim. Basketball has become a unique bridge for Kim to connect with the outside world, a symbol of cultural exchange that transcends political boundaries. In the realm of sports, Kim's passion extends beyond basketball to golf, a legacy inherited from his father, Kim Jong-il. Kim Jong-il was famous for allegedly scoring a miraculous 38 on his first round, a claim often met with skepticism by outsiders but nonetheless part of the Kim family lore. According to North Korean media, Kim scored an impressive 34 on his first round of golf. While these stories lack scientific evidence, they provide rich material for North Korea's propaganda machine, helping to shape the image of Kim as an all-capable leader. Despite his athletic enthusiasm, which might seem to align him with ordinary people, Kim's pursuits stand in stark contrast to the reality faced by North Korea's citizens. The average North Korean struggles with long-term economic hardships and lives on the brink of subsistence, while Kim not only built a luxurious golf course but also aims to position North Korea as an emerging destination for golf enthusiasts. Yet, one question lingers: how does someone so passionate about sports weigh in at 140 kilograms? At the eye of the global political storm, Kim Jong-un's opulent residence, known as the Ryeongsang residence, stands as a hidden kingdom, sparking endless speculation about the life of North Korea's leader. This place, dubbed a Shangri-La by the outside world, showcases extreme luxury and unparalleled security measures. Located north of Pyongyang, about 12 kilometers from Kim Il-sung Square, the Ryeongsang residence spans 12 square kilometers and serves as Kim's primary residence. According to the account of Kim's former bodyguard, Lee Young-guk, the mansion was constructed in 1983 by the North Korean People's Army Engineering Brigade. It features a nuclear-proof underground command center, a private subway station, and a network of tunnels connecting it to other residences, forming an impenetrable fortress. Russian media outlets have been invited to tour Kim's residence, but all communication devices are confiscated upon entry, creating a sense of stepping into another world. In stark contrast to the challenging lives of ordinary North Koreans, Kim's world appears surreal and detached. Kim's obsession with security is evident everywhere, but it is matched by his extravagant indulgences. Every detail of the Ryeongsang residence is meticulously crafted, with plush carpets, sparkling chandeliers, and priceless art adorning the interiors. The mansion boasts a 50-meter by 15-meter swimming pool, a lavish banquet hall, sports fields, and top-tier entertainment facilities, including a spa, a horse stable, and a shooting range, catering to every whim of Kim and his inner circle. More astonishingly, the Ryeongsang residence is just one of Kim's many luxurious residences. He owns at least 33 extravagant villas and holiday homes across North Korea, covering a total area of over 30 million square meters, scattered in regions like Wonsan and Yonghang. Each of these properties comes equipped with private banquet halls, fishing ponds, horse training grounds, and hunting reserves, and he even has a private island. In the context of North Korea's economic struggles, such opulence is particularly striking, with annual maintenance costs for these villas alone reaching $35 million. Interestingly, the same Kim who loudly denounces Western culture has a residence that exudes a distinctly Western aesthetic. From spacious gardens and fountains to Renaissance-style sculptures, everything points to Kim's apparent fondness for Western luxury and art. Perhaps in North Korea, opulent residences are more than just a part of a leader's lifestyle, they are an extension of political power. Through these hidden mansions, Kim physically and symbolically isolates himself from the masses, creating a privileged world accessible only to a select few. And in this world, he seems to find genuine pleasure. Under the glare of the world's spotlight, each of Kim Jong-un's outings is a meticulously choreographed grand spectacle, showcasing his absolute control over power and his penchant for luxury. One hallmark of Kim's travel is his personal aircraft, the Equestrian Il-62, affectionately known as Kami-1 by the North Korean people. This Soviet airplane, dating back to 1995, has been custom-fitted and lavishly renovated, with an interior that rivals a five-star hotel. Kim often conducts official business and even holds high-level meetings on board. However, due to its age, over 30 years, the aircraft is banned from international routes. As a result, Kim now has an Antonov An-148, designed and manufactured in Ukraine, bearing the logo of Air Koryo, North Korea's national airline. This newer addition to his fleet costs between $24 million and $30 million. Despite the sleek new additions to his air travel arsenal, Kim's favorite mode of transportation seems to be the luxurious train inherited from his father, Kim Jong-il. This green and yellow striped train has become a symbol of the Kim dynasty's travels. According to the South Korean newspaper, the North Korea Daily, the train consists of 90 carriages and is outfitted to the same five-star hotel standards as his aircraft. Equipped with a conference room, bedrooms, and satellite phones, Kim can manage state affairs from the comfort of the train, ensuring both safety and efficiency during his journeys. Back in the city, Kim's travel arrangements are equally meticulous. His personal vehicle is a Mercedes-Benz S-Class limousine, valued at approximately $1.8 million. This car has been extensively modified with bulletproof systems to ensure Kim's absolute security during his travels. Of course, these are just a few of the many modes of transportation at Kim's disposal. For shorter trips, he may opt for luxury speedboats and submarines. In 2013, for instance, Kim was seen traveling on a luxury speedboat, estimated to cost around $7 million, to visit a military fishing station. Although the true ownership of the boat remains unverified, it undoubtedly highlights his opulent lifestyle. These various means of travel not only underscore Kim's status and power but also reflect the rigid hierarchy and concentration of wealth among the elite in North Korea. Like many opulent dictators, Kim Jong-un has his own harem, a perfect way to unwind after a long day of governance. The infamous Kapumjot is a group of nearly 2,000 young women who serve as modern-day comfort women, embodying the twisted intersection of power and sexuality against a backdrop of extreme luxury and poverty. The Kapumjot dates back to the era of Kim Jong-il, and Kim Jong-un has continued this tradition since taking over the reins of power. Each year, young girls are selected from schools across the country, undergoing rigorous virginity checks before being presented to Kim Jong-un. The youngest of these girls are barely adults. They are divided into 4 groups based on height: 155 centimeters, 160 centimeters, 165 centimeters, and 170 centimeters, and each group is further split into A and B teams, fostering a competitive environment. Unlike his father, who preferred women with oval faces, standing under 165 centimeters, with small, plump figures and large eyes, Kim Jong-un favors women over 168 centimeters tall, with slender, elegant figures and classic Asian features. According to reports from the Daily Mail and the Star, Kim Jong-un spends a staggering amount of money on the Kapumjo. He once splurged $3.37 million on lingerie and stockings for his harem alone, and this expenditure increases annually. It seems that his indulgence knows no bounds. The girls in the Kapumjo are typically divided into 3 categories: massage, music and dance, and personal companionship. While being selected for the unit can elevate a girl's status within her family, their daily lives are far from glamorous. Many girls are forced into retirement in their early 20s, their youth quickly fading away as they are used and discarded by Kim. Their ultimate fate often involves being married off to military officers or abandoned, and they are compelled to remain silent about their time in the unit, lest they face severe consequences, including the risk of their entire families being targeted. As awareness of women's rights has grown, many families have resorted to drastic measures to prevent their daughters from being chosen for the Kapumjo, even going so far as to disfigure themselves. This desperate choice underscores the ruthless impact of power on individual lives. Beneath Kim Jong-un's ostentatious lifestyle lies a trail of broken families and heartache. The Kipumjo is just one grim testament to the suffering of the North Korean people, where dignity is trampled underfoot and individuals are mere pawns in the game of power. Which aspect of Kim Jong-un's opulent lifestyle left the biggest impression on you? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments section. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.